Uh, Hello everyone. In this video, we are continuing the discussion of the charge code. So this is the part 2 of the charge code video series. So we have discussed the external and internal charges. Now we are going to discuss about the third party charges. So on our first video, we have taken the example of the AC. So in case I'm a Chroma and a customer is purchasing AC from me, so whatever the charges, handling charges, installation charges and service charges are bear by the customer, which is my external charges, because it is not part of my cost. It is bear by the customer. But to I mean to the AC, and to keep this AC in my warehouse whenever it's requires at the time of the sale. So that charge is a part of my uh, cost of the purchase, which is my internal cost, internal charges. So if I'm from warehouse to showroom, if I'm transferring the AC, it is my internal charges. Now, in this case, we will discuss one more combination. So, in this case, what we are doing, we are assuming that we have a service charges, right? This service charges we are outsourcing to someone else, some another electronic company or someone who will do the who will I mean um, part of the who will properly manage the service of the ACs. So now in this case what happens, um, whenever I will purchase the AC, this service charges will be part of my inventory. So 1,000 rupees is part of my inventory and I will post into the interim account, and after that I will manually post one entry to the to this is to reverse my interim account and send to my third party vendor, actual vendor, to whom I have outsourced this service. So this is called the third party charges. So this charges also I want to discuss with you. Can practice these charges also from your side. Now, apart from charges, we have an option of charge group and item charge group. So what is charge group? So suppose let me go to the account payable. There is a vendor charge group. So I'm creating one vendor charge group, 01 uh, freight uh, F freight charges. Okay, so this vendor charge group is a part of AP. Similar way, we have a customer charge group for a sales, that is in account receivable module. So now what I'm doing, I'm going into the vendor. So suppose I'm opening the blue uh, INMF 002 vendor account, right? And in this vendor account, we have a vendor charge group. Okay. So in purchase order default, we have an option of charge group. right? Here we can define the our charge group. So, so whenever I will select this charge group, system will whenever I will select this vendor, system will automatically post, create the charges in this particular purchase order on header level, because vendor is my header. Now there is another option of item charge group, right? So item is my lines. So this is part of my lines. So here I'm writing installation charges. So this is my item level charges. So if for this I can go to the inventory management. In inventory management, I'm I'm going into the product information management module. I'm going into the release products. In release product, okay, there is so many items. I have selected 1201. Just I'm writing here 1201 for our reference. 1201 item, and vendor is INMF 0002. Okay. So if I will expand all, I'm expanding all the details. I think so there is some net issue. Uh, Now it is expanded. Now I'm writing item charges. It is very slow. I think so some issue on internet level. Okay. Here if you will see charge group. See installation charges. This is for a purchase, and also there is for a sales. So we can here you can see charge group. So you can define for purchase and sales charge group. So if I will select this release product into any purchase and sale transaction, system will automatically add the charge code into the system. So this we have covered now. So now apart from this, there is one more test case, like if you have a for a purchase entry, you have a posted 1,000 rupees and 1,000 rupees charges for one particular purchase order, but you realize that for these charges is not bear by the vendor, or maybe you realize that these charges is too high, vendor is negotiating with this, and now you want to reduce these charges from 1,000 to 600, or maybe you want that these charges will not bear by the vendor, you want it to bear by the third party vendor. So what you will do, you will I mean you will reduce the charges amount from that particular invoice. So the question is, from posted charges, is there any option to reverse and revise those charges? The answer is yes. After posting also, we can revise and reimburse the charges for a third party. So here in account payable module, we have inquiries and reports. In inquiries and reports, we have invoice, and in invoice, we have invoice journal. So if I will go to the invoice journal, all the entries are there, right? So here if I will select on charges, Not sure this. Oh, okay. Let me filter newest to oldest. Right. This invoice have some charges. Okay. Because it is on line level, we cannot see it on header level. See, these charges are here 1000, 1500 and 1500, right? So now here on header level, I think so. System, I have some issue in invoice general. On header level, we have an option of charges, right? So here, what we can do, we can adjust these charges from adjustment. And you can write here, um, I have written here, you can see there is only one charge code option. Why? Let me go to the charge code setup. So here we are adjusting charges. So generally in case of the vendor, you will see here when charges have a debit account. But in case of the adjustment, we are reducing the charges and we are removing the charges for a third party vendor. So in those cases, charges have a credit balance. So you will see, I can see only 07 account of the charge code, because in AP we have a credit charges for this, and this is my reimbursement of the charges. So I can reimburse out of 1200, and if I will select OK here, let me select here, better to select vendor and customer. Let me do it again. 07. I need to select here item only. Okay. Now, so what happens? I'm writing here 100 and I'm clicking OK. So if you will see here, this is going to the finance charges to vendor account. So if I will open this main account, and if I will go to the transactions, you can see here there is a one charges amount of 100 rupees is there. And if you will see the voucher, that it is reducing my vendor account. This is a okay, yeah. So there is a three lines. So they have bifurcate those charges into those three lines, three items, and the cost. This will be reduced from the cost of this inventory, and it will go to the my. It will reduce my charges again. It is negative reimbursing my charges, right? So that's how it will work. So this is about, like, you can after posting of invoice also, you can if you have by mistake added more charges or less charges, you can adjust that, and also you can do the reimbursement of the charges. So this is all about the manual charges in this video. Now we are going to discuss about the automatic charges. So for automatic charges, we have a one setup in account payable. I'm going into the account payable parameters. Um, rather than going here, I will go to the procurement and sourcing module. In procurement and sourcing module, we have a prices, and in prices I need to select the find auto charges on header and find auto charges on lines. This is a very important setup to calculate the automatic charges into the transaction. Now what for same way we, in account receivable module, in account receivable parameters. So this procurement and sourcing related setup is helpful for a purchase related transaction. For a sales related transaction, you need to go to the account receivable parameters. In account receivable parameters, we have option of prices, and here you need to enable find auto charges for header and line. So these two setup are very important for automatic to calculate the automatic charges. Now again, the way we are calculating charges manually on header level, and we are allocating on line level. Similar way, in automatic charges also we have a two setup. One is for a header level and one is for a line level. Okay, so now if I will click here on new, this is my header level setup and this is my line level setup. There is no setup here right now, so I'm clicking new here. So here I have a option of select table, group and all. So here I can select the charges for a particular vendor and for a all vendor also, right? Or for a group of vendor. So what at the time of here in I have created vendor charge group, and this vendor charge group I have allocated to the INM of 002 number of vendor. So here if I will select the group, then this will automatically apply. If I will select the vendor INMF 002, then this charges setup will automatically apply to them. Now this item code is not enabled right now because it is for a line level. Then once I need to write here description, installation charges I'm writing here. Once I will click OK, this add button is enabled. This is default currency will automatically flow. I'm not doing any changes in currency. Now I'm selecting any, we can select any charge code. I'm selecting 01 and I'm writing here 100 rupees fixed charges. Here I can select the site and warehouse. So for suppose in my situation I have a multiple warehouse, right? So and multiple sites. So for site number 1 and for Delhi warehouse, my installation charges is 100. But it might be a case is that for a same charge code for another site and warehouse, my charges are 120 rupees. So it might vary. We can define those things, but now I'm not defining anything. I'm make it as on blank for our reference. Here we can divide these charges on a basis of the header. We can divide these charges. Right now I'm not doing this. Now you can see here for this particular vendor I have selected charges of 100 rupees. Now what I am doing, now I am defining line level of charges. So if I will enable this line level of charges, I'm applying for all vendor, right? I'm going into the table level and I'm selecting this for this particular item, because I have selected a vendor item charge group, and that I have assigned to this particular item. Right. So here I'm writing freight charges. Once I will click OK, this line level information will come. Again, I'm selecting here freight only, and I'm selecting 150 on line level. I'm clicking here accessible value yes, and on header level I think so I forgot to click. Okay, header level is not there. Yeah, it is for line level only. Okay, so now we have done the setup of header and line for charges. Now I'm going into the account payable module. I'm creating new sales order. I'm selecting the vendor 2, yeah, and we have defined this number 1201, right? So here I need to select the variant. Okay. This is a warning message I'm ignoring right now. So if I will go in purchase and in maintain charges, you can see 100 rupees of charge is auto charge from this header level of installation, right? And I can click here on accessible value yes. Now I'm going into the I'm allocating these header level charges into the line level, right? And now I'm going into the financials, maintain charges. That 150 rupees charges is there from line level of the setup of the charges, right? This 150 rupees. See. So this is automatically reflected because I have set up this and I have selected same item, right? And this 100 rupees is header charges I have allocated on line level. So now there is charges of 250 on charge code, and my accessible value is also got increased. So now what I will do, I will confirm this order very quickly, yeah, and I do the product receipt. PR002, and I'm invoicing this. I'm writing invoice number as and yeah, I'm posting it. Yeah, so now I'm going into the invoice voucher. Okay, I mean though a few entries are not transferred, so I'm transferring entries, sorry, sub ledger to ledger, few entries not transferred. So I think so due to that this Entries is incomplete. I'm transferring now all the entries. Now yeah. So you can see here 250 rupees of entries is there for charges, right? So that's how the charges will work in D365. I have covered the manual charges and also cover the automatic charges, also covered all the related concept of the charges. I hope you like this video, and please stay tuned for more valuable content, and please do subscribe my YouTube channel for a regular update. I will also share my implementation experience with you all, so please do subscribe on my YouTube channel. Thank you all for watching this video.